masturbation and tantric sex. All right. What was the first question you just asked me right now?
So if I want to have,
Because
I want to get a badass woman pregnant,
Because yes,
I want to fuck
put a
and
baby
I
in
want
her.
to come in
Yeah,
her.
and we started this off with me telling you that you should start tantric masturbation because you realize that porn and masturbation are bad.
Right.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing.
Together,
Yes,
when you put them together,
I understand. In tantric, in the tantra practice, when that's what you're trying to do, what's gonna happen is yes, you can still come. It's not like, but that's not the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, put it like this: if I get a blowjob, the goal is for me to be now to take that pleasure for as long as I can by using the proper breathing techniques that you learn. And hey, if you get that point where you're about to come, you stop. And you can pause, and she can massage your balls, she can massage your chest.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
We're exchanging energy.
Yes.
When you're by yourself, you're not exchanging energy.
When you're by yourself, though, this is why tantric masturbation is something to
Where you
consider.
don't come.
Yes,
Right.
because what you do is you practice sending that energy somewhere else. You practice mastering that, which will make you a better endurance sex.
Yeah, but I've done that like when I like recently, like I've been off porn a few days. And I'll see something or think of. Actually, there was a situation where I was thinking to somebody or whatever, and I was like, and I just started getting, and like I just knowing that I could get hard, and then I was like, all right, that was cool, and then I just went on and did productive stuff. So I know that's probably not tantric, but that's like something like it's like almost.
But in that moment, yeah, you transmuted the energy. You said,
Right.
"Oh, I could go ahead and think about this and keep my dick really hard. But you know what? I want to move that energy up here and keep moving." And tantric masturbation is this, okay, and this is why tantric masturbation, like I said, I think it's how it should be, because you're not sitting in front. I mean, you can, but you're not gonna be just sitting in front anywhere. You're not just gonna bust a quick nut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not just gonna, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set it up because you're gonna have to be able to touch your whole body, so you're gonna be lying down.
But it shouldn't take like hours.
No, that's up to you. That's up to you.
Remember back in the day, I don't know. Well, for me, back in the day when I was before I quit porn in the summer, like I really quit it cold turkey. I used to spend like an hour just trying to edge in and trying to find the right video that you wanted to go to, which is crazy, waste of time.
That I get you there, but so
So I'm just saying, like, it shouldn't be like too long, I
It
guess.
shouldn't be, but it's up to you. It's all because this okay. So you're gonna set it up so that you're lying down. I recommend getting some oil, baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're gonna be touching yourself everywhere, and the more lubricated you are everywhere, the better it's gonna feel, and the more you can get to understand where other areas besides your dick and your balls can you feel pleasure and do you like it, so we can use those areas to catch the energy.
I've done that before. So no homo, but I've done certain things. I've been so lonely that I've done things where like you grab because I get.
But your goal was to get hard and bust a nut, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like I turn my like.
Yeah. All right. Well, remember when we're talking about tantra, the goal is to not ejaculate.
Yeah.
Not ejaculate.
Right.
Pleasure is key, though. You want to extend the pleasure as long as possible, but not ejaculate. How people equate that to, so you're not gonna enjoy it. What do you mean? You're gonna enjoy it. Yes. A lot of people just right away want to be like, I can't ejaculate, so I can't even have fun. No, guy.
All the fun is before you ejaculate.
Yes, and we're trying to extend that part.
Right,
Exactly.
right,
Okay.
right.
So during tantric masturbation, what you're gonna do? So I talked about how you set. You're gonna lay down, hopefully somewhere comfortable, so you're not all stiff like you're watching the porn and you got your porn in your fucking hand. And then you're gonna find the videos that I watch are. Remember, I said you don't watch anything with penetration. You're not watching anything hardcore porn. You're watching. What we're gonna be watching are preferably JOIs, jerk off instructions. You know what I'm saying? Where these chicks are like simulating, touch, this and that, because you want to get to the point where you can have a woman in front of you naked, possibly, touching you, being all sexy and whatnot, and you can you can in that moment control the energy instead of getting out of control, just wanting to devour her right away. You know what I'm saying?
Because that turns around even more when you can control
Yes.
yourself. Yeah,
So for example, there's blowjob joys, jerk off instructions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are good too, because yes, you want to get your dick sucked, obviously. So it's good to get to be able to pretend that's my dick, and she's so like and like I said, this is JOIs are just for the most part they're just using a toy.
Yeah.
But you obviously, it's really easy to pretend that that's you.
Yeah.
You know, so what you're doing is, so in that moment, okay, so here's how it's gonna be. We're watching the video, right? It's on. She's doing the thing. You're gonna preface it before we start the session. We're gonna get into a little we just do a little breath work, just real quick. We're gonna practice because the breathing you do all throughout Tantra, whether you're masturbating or having tantric sex, is you're gonna inhale through the nose, and when you exhale, you wanna almost make that kind of noise. You want to feel it in the gut. So, in through the nose, feel it in the gut from the mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's the breathing you're going to be doing. At first, yes, that sounds like tedious, but you practice it, you get used to it, and once you're able to use that to extend the energy, to move it around instead of having your dick want to explode, and you're able to, and this is what I also do, as when you inhale. Think of something that'll help you. Like, for example, I inhale, and when I'm looking at this chick on the video, I'm thinking gratitude. I'm inhaling gratitude because I'm looking at this chick, and I'm thankful for what she's doing. And just like if it was, I try
to do that, too.
Yeah, just like if it was a real woman in front of me, too. I want to appreciate what's happening. So, inhale gratitude, and then you exhale, and then, that you're hopefully you're in your mind and with your body you're putting this you're almost like meditating.
Right.
That's almost what Tantra becomes. Tantric sex is like being able to meditate during sex, during sexual activities. You know what I'm saying? So that you don't just right away I'm done. You know what I'm saying? No, you learn to control those energies. And you learn to hold, like I said, so breathe in gratitude or breathe in discipline, and then you send out that energy. You know what I'm saying? That is important because if that sounds pretty erotic. If you or someone does that, you're gonna say, and that's what it's for. It's supposed to help you, but we don't know how to use the breath properly. This is the power of breath. You know what I'm saying?
Vibration.
The power of breath is something that Western culture has not completely grasped. Right. The Eastern cultures, the Indians, the Asians, they know about this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, so when we start, we're gonna get into that mode of all right, the goal here is to practice Tantra, my goal is not to just get aroused and bust a nut, you know what I'm saying? My goal is to be able to learn to master these energies, master this energy, this great energy that is sexual energy, you know what I'm saying?
It's like electricity.
Yeah. So you get into that breathing mode, you know what I'm saying? You start thinking, what's the goal? Okay, you're like, I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna pretend that this is me getting service. This is me, getting and I'm gonna now and so start the video. Now you're ready. Once you're in the mood, and so you're watching it and you're doing the breathing. And that's the first thing. Practice that you're not gonna stop that you're not gonna get into the you need to practice that you're gonna keep in the nose. And out through and you're feeling the belly, because in the belly, that's our belly is almost like our second brain in a way. You know what I'm saying? So that energy there, and that's where the energies are caught. That sexual energy gets caught down there. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so and whatever you got to help you. Like inhale gratitude. This woman in front of me, I'm not looking at her just this whore who's about to service me, giving me a fucking blowjob. No, this is a
creation of God.
A woman who is helping me. I'm using her as a tool to help me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna appreciate this by trying to respect. You can inhale respect if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Sacredness.
Admiration.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Honor.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And then you keep doing it, and so obviously you're like, so now what? Okay. So now you're gonna you start touching yourself. You can start touching your hands, your own hands, right? But the goal is to touch yourself in a way where you start to you feel these nice sensations, where it feels good. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, combined with if you got some baby oil on you, it feels really good, right? So now, as you're watching this and you want to get aroused in your
nether region,
in your nether regions, now you're hopefully showing your body, oh look, there's other areas that we can send this to. You know what I'm saying? Start touching on your your elbow.
All these little antennas.
Yeah. There you go. Your forearms, your shoulders, your neck, your ears, like touching your chest. Like I said, and you're naked. I recommend being naked. But actually, I might recommend just wearing drawers the first few times so that you don't tend to just go touch your dick. Have the other areas open. Touch your chest. Your stomach, your sides. Your legs, your knees. Nigga. There's places. Every person has their own little areas. You know what I'm saying? They like being touched.
That's why I feel so good. Yeah, I think we're supposed to brush our whole body sometimes.
I would not be surprised.
Like, it feels great.
Brush, yeah, it does. So that's what you're doing. So you're not grabbing your dick. You're not thinking about your dick. Right. You're thinking about, as you're inhaling, you're touching yourself in way. It does feel good too, and you're realizing, oh yeah, this feels good too. And I'm watching this chick, and this is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good. And yeah, there's gonna be points where you wanna, but you gotta even harder. Like, start. You'll figure it out. You'll get it going. But we're supposed to get to know each other. Get to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. And all you know is your dick area and your balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey
it's
man,
like so dark compared to the rest of your
exactly. There's a whole body that likes to be pleasured. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you like getting massages? Don't you like getting?
Even the nips, bro. The nips like a little love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rub the chest. Squeeze it. It might like what everyone got their zones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And if you want to prop your legs up so you can squeeze, you touch your butt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey man,
touch that taint a bit.
Whatever.
Just explore.
Yes, so I'm saying we're trying, but the goal is to send an energy that makes your dick hard and wants to bust a nut somewhere else, so that you don't bust a nut. And the more you get used to doing this, watching these videos, and hopefully one day you get to the real thing. Someone get, you get, you meet someone who's down for this, and she's okay with, I'm down to go down on you, and your goal is not to come, and we can stop whenever, and see, and this is the best part. I think it makes it more romantic. So in those times when you're like, oh, I'm coming, can we stop real quick? Pause. She can massage you. You can massage her. You kiss each other. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You find a way to regroup, and then you go right back at it. Goes back to sucking on you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key.
Exactly.
For lasting. But I think there's a difference between men and women in that aspect too. Because when we come, it's over, right? A woman can come multiple times. So when we're giving them head, it's hard not to get them to come, right? So it's okay to make them come. And
I think so. Look,
it's not really like the big old. They have like little coming, I guess. I don't know.
It's all about whatever your goal is. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, I'm gonna tell someone that, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm not gonna ejaculate. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go down on you and hey, you come if all you want. I'm gonna give it to you, Tantra. I'm gonna touch you all over. I'm gonna introduce you to some real love. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay if you come. You know what I'm saying? But my goal is not to do it. You know what I'm saying? When we have sex, hopefully she'll understand it. And the positions too. The positions here are not all the same. You know what I'm saying? The most basic Tantra position is actually is one where the man is sitting and the woman is on top of him. You know what I'm saying? That's the most basic Tantra position. And while you're doing that, like I said, the goal is not anymore to just sit there and penetrate. The goal now is to you use your hips and you create rotations. You get into a, you know what I'm saying?
That's even also where they get the pleasure is the clit. Most women don't like porn. I think tricks us into thinking that women just want to get
they want to get pounded. Yes,
right, but that's not always the case. Some of them are. Some of them, I guess.
And this is why I tell some women when I explain tantric sex. That's why most of the positions you would do during tantric sex have to do with the woman controlling the movement. Most of the time, she's on top or she's in a position where she's going to control the movement because that's how it should be. The woman, she controls
power in that
with
moment.
Rotation.
Most of the time, we have the power.
Yes.
But in that intimate moment, it's okay.
Yes, and that's what sex is about too. It's about sharing. It's about making both of you. I'm honoring you as a woman, and she honors you as a man. I crown you as a queen. You crown me as your king. That's how it should be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, do you understand tantric masturbation a little better now?
So when do you decide to end? You just
whenever you want. Whenever you feel like, okay, I'm good. Or whenever you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come pretty soon. I'm pretty sure if I watch another video here, I'm gonna come. Like honestly,
you can come from not even touching.
Oh, yes. And I'm telling you, as someone who's practiced tantric masturbation, the first time I busted a nut. Yeah, I had a hands-free orgasm right there. You know what I'm saying? I busted a nut, and I was like, damn.
You probably shot across the room.
Yeah,
right?
it went. Yeah, when you don't expect it, it goes hard. You know what I'm saying? But but you learn, so at the first I could only watch maybe 20 minutes of a video, you know what I'm saying, and I would like, oh, I gotta stop, or I would bust it on acid, you know what I'm saying. And it's okay to ejaculate. If you ejaculate, it's all right, man. As long as you're not sitting there just trying to bust a nut. If it comes out on accident, because it happens. In the beginning, like I've told people, like when you start having tantric sex or tantric masturbation, yes, you're gonna come in the beginning when you're not good at it at first. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like for example, if I had tantric sex with a woman, and by the way, you really only supposed to have tantric sex with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? But in this day and age, we are made for. But in this day and age, I think if you meet someone, especially our age, we're 33. If we meet a woman, if we're single, we meet a woman who's down for that kind of thing. Hey man, why not try it out? You know what I'm saying?
And they might, if you see. I mean, the only time I think I could only make love to somebody that I can see. Okay, I can see. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you wouldn't. And this is opening yourself completely. This kind of stuff, this kind of sex. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
I think any sex. I think even just sex is just nilly willy now.
Not for every. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For some people, it's not sacred no more. There's no respect.
Really sad.
We can just do it and move on. And I don't even. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not like that. That's not how it should be.
Right.
And so if you're doing,
it goes so against our nature.
Yeah, and and in tantric sex, when you're giving a blowjob or you're going down on a girl, like you don't even start off at the pussy. You massage, bro. Start massaging her head, her neck. You know what I'm saying? Rub her. You know what I'm saying? Touch her. And as you're going down there, you're holding her hand. You're rubbing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, those are the best porn.
You're focusing.
When
yes,
they get a massage.
You're really focusing on showing her true pleasure instead of just like I'm
respecting her body and honoring her. You're not just trying to fucking choke her and slap her.
And that's the thing is in that moment that you're licking her, you're saying as she's dripping, you're like this is honoring you. I'm honoring you as a woman. I'm honoring you as a lover. This is respect. So that'll keep you from getting all stupid and like just trying to make her come real quick or like squeezing up on her somewhere. Like no, this is all about you. All about you. And hopefully you get the same thing back. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that.
But that could take time.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes practice.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so you decide when you're done. It's all tantric masturbation and even tantric sex. If you haven't come, but you feel like, hey, we're good here. Hey, that's why I think tantric masturbation is important to practice, because you have to practice being able to say, okay, I didn't come, but I feel like I've had enough. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, I need to come. I'm not done till I come. That's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Right. We most of us in this world have a finish line when it comes to sex, and there shouldn't be a finish line. There doesn't need to be a finish line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, all right, so this is kind of off the rails, but
let's do it. This is what this is about.
When I used to snort rails, one time I was having sex and like she was done. Like I made her come, but I just couldn't come, and I was my dick.
That's just coke.
I know it's the coke, so it's not always that's false way of getting that, but that's
Shit.
That's not bad. That's like a 16 on Tantra. What should I title it?
No, hold on. But I'm trying. Okay. You have any other questions about it?
So then, where'd you learn about it from?
I learned about it from a few YouTube videos that first introduced me to the term tantric sex, sacred sex, and then I started looking at some like. What I saw on YouTube were these dudes who gave lectures on it. It was like 5-10 minute snips, right? But they talked about the books they read, and I wrote those books down, and I went to go find those books by these authors, and I got into them, and boom, that's where I'm at, and it's led me into more research. I've been on it's been a journey. You know what I'm saying? It's been a journey. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think it's. It's one of those things that you wish. It's like when you take mushrooms for the first time. You're like, everybody should be doing this. You know what I'm saying?
You wish you learned about it sooner?
Maybe. I think it came to me at the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like as you know, it caused a lot of changes in my fucking life.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm ready completely, but yeah, that takes definite concentration and dedication.
And yeah, like.
So what is that word come? Tantra, because it's like mantra, tantra.
Let me tell you what tantra means. I'll look it up real quick. Definition of tantra. I can even show you some of the. I guess there are porn, but the videos I watch for this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're interested
Just
in that.
mute it.
Let me see. Oh yeah, tantra definition.
It's the driving a Elantra.
A Hindu or Buddha? Okay. Adherent to the doctrines or principles of the Tantras involving mantras, yogas. I mean, if you look on... Okay, in Sanskrit, the word Tantra means woven together. Yeah. People who practice Buddhist and Hindu meditation may also practice tantric sex as a way to weave the physical with the spiritual. This practice brings together spirituality and sexuality and emphasizes the importance of intimacy during sexual experience. It's like I said, the goal is to hopefully learn to meditate during sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that you're not just... I'm not just focusing on that this is a fine ass...
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to tear up. No, I'm appreciating.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honoring. I'm respecting. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, like
appreciating the five senses.
Yes,
in that moment.
yes. Because we talked about earlier, bro. You know, so many people that don't have their five senses. You should appreciate them more. Instead, we focus on this, and we have so much more body. And I think that issue you got, it might
solve itself.
The energy, the energy there is really stuck to the point where like it created something negative. We had to, we gotta move it around.
I believe that as well.
I move it around, and I think it can be.
Because there's times where it's like, but I know what caused it. It's a very interesting thing.
I think it can be dealt with.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
it might even have to do with the whole mental. Because in that moment, who knows what kind of dirty thoughts you think.
Oh, and I'm like, shame.
Yeah. See,
punish me.
Exactly. See, you're like someone who
subconsciously
like someone
with
who,
a cattail.
Yeah.
What was it when they used to whip themselves in the back? And shit?
They call that I know the word. I know the self-flagellation. That's the word, flagellation. Yeah, bro, it's like you're someone who got brainwashed by the church and they're thinking what you're doing is a bad thing. So now every time you do it, you feel guilty about it when you shouldn't. It's just that, you know what I'm saying?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Would you say you understand what tantric masturbation is and how to do it?
I understand it a lot more than I did previous to this podcast. I think you explained it very well.
Does it interest you?
Yeah, I think I'm close. But I'm not 100% there. But it's like
I like this because you're closer now than you were a year ago.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You want to stop there? Call this a little Tantra 101 for right now.
Tantra 101 is good.
Yeah.
And that's 142 because that's long enough to be because that's 18 plus the 2 is 20 minutes.
We want to put we can put that out there, bro. It's time to put it out. Time to put it out, bro. Oh shit! I thought you were done.
No.
Yeah.